Did you know there's a secret code embedded in the very vibration of money? An invisible language that only the initiated can speak? While millions struggle with scarcity, there's a specific frequency that commands abundance. And today, you're about to discover the 7 spiritual laws that govern every cent that enters or leaves your life. It was 1929. The world was sinking into the Great Depression. Entire families lost everything overnight. Despair gripped the streets. But amidst the financial chaos, a woman named Eleanor Vance was doing the impossible. She was prospering. Not by luck, not by inheritance. She had deciphered the code that money obeys. Eleanor discovered that money isn't matter. It's energy. It's vibration. It's a response. And like all energy, it follows specific laws. Laws that most people ignore. Laws that you've been conditioned to forget. But when you know them, when you apply them, money stops fleeing and starts flowing. The truth is this: money has preferences. It chooses where to stay. It decides whom to serve. And there's a pattern, an energetic signature that it instantly recognizes. Those who carry this signature attract money like a magnet attracts iron. Those who don't repel it like oil repels water. For decades, these 7 laws remained hidden, taught only to a few, whispered in intimate circles. But the time has come for you to know each one of them. The time has come for you to speak the language that money understands. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a natural connection to prosperity? How they talk about money and it appears? How they breathe abundance and it manifests? It's no coincidence. It's the conscious application of these 7 ancient laws. Today, you won't just learn about prosperity. You'll become a channel for it. You'll discover that within you lies a spiritual vault that never empties. A vault that opens only to those who know the right combination. And that combination lies in the 7 laws that Eleanor Vance revealed to the world. 7 frequencies that transform scarcity into abundance. 7 keys that unlock infinite flow. Prepare yourself. Because once you understand the first law, your relationship with money will never be the same. The first law that governs your money is the law of identity. And it is absolute. You can only attract what you are energetically. Money doesn't come to those who need it. Money comes to those who vibrate at the same frequency as it. Listen carefully. Every time you say, "I don't have money," you're declaring your financial identity. Every time you whisper, "I am poor," you're signing a vibrational contract. Every time you present yourself as someone struggling to pay the bills, you're programming your reality. The law of identity works like this. The universe doesn't hear your needs. The universe hears your declarations of being. It doesn't respond to your desires. It responds to your energetic identity. That's why people desperate for money remain without money. Desperation is an identity. Scarcity is an identity. And money doesn't recognize those frequencies. Eleanor Vance discovered that prosperous people carry a specific energetic signature. They don't talk about having money. They talk as money. They don't ask for abundance. They radiate abundance. They don't seek prosperity. They are prosperity manifested in human form. Observe how you present yourself to the world. Observe the words that come out of your mouth when the topic is money. Observe the thoughts that inhabit your mind when you see your bank account. Are you vibrating as someone who possesses or as someone who lacks? The truth is devastating. You are receiving exactly what your vibrational identity requests. If you identify as someone who always has debts, the universe confirms your identity by sending more debts. If you identify as someone who can never save money, life arranges situations for you to spend everything you earn. But when you change your identity, you change your reality. When you stop seeing yourself as a victim of scarcity and start recognizing yourself as a channel for abundance, money stops fleeing and starts seeking you out. The law of identity demands a radical decision. Who do you decide to be financially? Because this decision isn't a wish, it's a decree. It's a vibrational reprogramming. It's a change of energetic address. And money always finds its true address. It always recognizes your true identity. The question is, what identity are you transmitting right now? The second law that commands your money is the law of circulation. Money is a river, not a lake. It needs to flow to multiply. Those who try to hold on to it with fear create an energetic blockage. Those who allow its conscious circulation create a channel of abundance. Eleanor observed something fascinating. People who grasp money with the fear of losing it always end up losing it. People who circulate money with confidence always end up receiving more. Why? Because money recognizes those who trust its fluid nature. The law of circulation doesn't mean spending impulsively. It means circulating consciously. It means investing in yourself, in your growth, in your tools, in your expansion. It means giving, knowing you are feeding a cycle. It means receiving, knowing you will return it multiplied. Observe your relationship with the money that leaves your hands. Do you feel contraction or expansion? Do you feel fear or confidence? Do you feel loss or investment? Your emotional response programs the return. The third law is the law of obedience, also called the law of rhythm. Money obeys patterns. It responds to consistency. It flows to those who create sustainable rhythms of abundance. Prosperous people don't depend on luck or miracles. They create systems. They establish rituals. They honor financial disciplines that become magnetic. They transform prosperity into a habit, not an accident. The law of obedience requires you to stop waiting for money to arrive when you need it. You need to create an energetic routine that invites it daily. You need to establish practices that keep your financial vibration stable. It could be a morning affirmation. It could be a nightly visualization. It could be a decree before each purchase. It could be gratitude with each receipt. The important thing is to create an energetic pattern that money recognizes as yours. Eleanor discovered that energetically inconsistent people receive money inconsistently. People who oscillate between faith and fear receive fluctuating money. People who maintain a stable frequency of abundance receive a stable flow of abundance. Your bank account is a direct reflection of your vibrational consistency. If you want predictable results, you need predictable practices. If you want constant abundance, you need constant rituals. Money doesn't improvise, it responds to patterns. And when you create the right pattern, it responds with absolute fidelity. The fourth law that governs your financial reality is the law of agreement. Your conscious and subconscious minds need to be aligned about money. When there's internal conflict, there's external conflict. When there's internal coherence, there's external flow. How many times do you affirm that you want money, but deep down believe that money corrupts? How many times do you declare prosperity, but carry guilt for having it? How many times do you ask for abundance, but feel unworthy of receiving it? The law of agreement is relentless. You can only manifest that with which all levels of your consciousness agree. If your conscious mind wants prosperity, but your subconscious mind believes money is dirty, you're in an internal war. And internal wars generate external scarcity. Eleanor discovered that financially blocked people carry invisible contradictions. They want to be rich, but despise the rich. They desire abundance, but associate money with greed. They ask for prosperity, but feel guilty for having it while others suffer. The law of agreement demands a deep cleansing. You need to discover which subconscious beliefs sabotage your conscious decrees. You need to identify where you learned that money is a problem, not a solution. You need to deprogram ancestral guilt about prosperity. The fifth law is the law of assumption. You need to energetically assume the reality you desire before it manifests physically. You need to live internally as if it were already true externally. The law of assumption isn't pretense. It's vibrational anticipation. It's placing yourself in the frequency of what you're attracting. It's experiencing internally what you're creating externally. When you assume you are prosperous, you make decisions as a prosperous person. When you assume you are abundant, you act as an abundant person. When you assume you deserve wealth, you attract situations that confirm your deservingness. People who assume poverty attract evidence of poverty. People who assume scarcity attract situations of scarcity. People who assume struggle attract more struggle. Your internal assumption is your external magnet. Eleanor taught that assumption isn't self-deception, it's realignment with a greater truth. It's recognizing that abundance is your natural state, and scarcity is a temporary distortion. The crucial question is, What reality are you assuming right now? Because that assumption is programming your next month, your next year, your next decade. Assume scarcity. Receive scarcity. Assume abundance. Receive abundance. Assume prosperity. Receive prosperity. Your assumption is your self-fulfilling prophecy. The sixth law that transforms your financial reality is the law of tithing with intention. This isn't about giving 10% of what you earn. This is about giving, consciously declaring what you expect to receive. Eleanor discovered something revolutionary. When you give money by declaring abundance, you program the universe to return it multiplied. When you give money complaining or feeling forced, you program scarcity. The law of tithing with intention works like this. Every time you hand over money, you emit a frequency. That frequency can be one of abundance or of lack. The universe receives your frequency and returns it in the same vibration. Observe how you feel when you pay your bills. Do you declare gratitude for having the money to pay them? Or do you complain about having to spend it? Your internal declaration programs your next receipt. Observe how you feel when you give a tip, when you help someone, when you invest in something for yourself. Do you celebrate your ability to give, or do you lament having less? The law of tithing with intention demands a total reprogramming. Every cent that leaves your hands is an opportunity to decree abundance. Every payment is a chance to affirm prosperity. Every investment is a moment to declare multiplication. When you pay a bill, declare, "I celebrate having money to honor my commitments." When you buy food, declare, "I am grateful for the abundance that sustains me." When you invest in yourself, declare, "I am worthy of receiving multiplied." Your words, when giving, program your words when receiving. Your vibration when giving determines your vibration when attracting. Eleanor observed that people who give with joy receive with joy. People who give with resistance receive with difficulty. People who give by declaring abundance receive declared abundance. The law of tithing with intention transforms every financial transaction into a ritual of prosperity. Every payment becomes an affirmation. Every expense becomes a decree. Every investment becomes a programming. Stop giving money as a victim of obligation. Start giving money as a channel for abundance. Stop paying bills complaining. Start paying bills celebrating. Because the money that leaves your hands carries the same energy as the money that enters your hands. And when you program abundant outflow, you program abundant inflow. The seventh and most powerful law is the law of the word. Your word doesn't describe your financial reality. Your word creates your financial reality. Every phrase you utter about money is a direct command to the universe. Now look at yourself. How many times today have you spoken about a lack of money? How many times have you complained about prices? How many times have you described yourself as someone who can't afford something? Every word that leaves your mouth about money is a programming. Every phrase is a decree. Every declaration is an order that the universe must obey. And it obeys with military precision. When you say, "I don't have money," you are creating not having money. When you declare, "Everything is expensive," you are ordering everything to become expensive for you. When you affirm, "I can never save money," you are programming financial leaks. The law of the word is relentless because the universe doesn't interpret. It executes. It doesn't analyze whether you're complaining or just commenting. It receives your words as commands and organizes your reality to confirm them. Observe your conversation about money in the last 24 hours. Were you a channel of abundance or a transmitter of scarcity? Did you decree prosperity or program limitation? The truth no one told you is this: you are receiving exactly what your words requested. Your bank account is a direct reflection of your habitual conversation. Your financial situation is the materialization of your declarations. But today, that changes. Because now, you know the 7 laws that govern every cent of your life. Law of identity. You are what you declare yourself to be. Law of circulation. Money flows to those who allow its movement. Law of obedience. Magnetic consistency attracts consistent results. Law of agreement. Your conscious and subconscious minds need to be aligned. Law of assumption. You need to live internally as if it were already true. Law of tithing with intention. Every cent that leaves carries your vibrational programming. And law of the word. Every phrase about money is a command to the universe. You spent your whole life programming scarcity without knowing it, speaking limitation without realizing it, decreeing blockages unconsciously. But from now on, every word that leaves your mouth about money will be a declaration of abundance. Because you've discovered the code. You know the laws. You master the frequency that money obeys. Now the time has come to activate the 7 laws in your life. Over the next 7 days, you will apply 1 law per day, completely reprogramming your financial vibration. Day 1. Law of identity. Wake up and declare aloud, I am abundance manifested in human form. I am living prosperity. I am a divine channel of wealth. Repeat 7 times upon waking and 7 times before sleeping. Day 2. Law of circulation. Circulate money consciously. Pay a bill with gratitude. Give a tip by declaring prosperity. Invest in something for yourself, celebrating abundance. Day 3. Law of obedience. Create your daily abundance ritual. It could be an affirmation, a visualization, a decree. The important thing is to do it at the same time every day for the next 40 days. Day 4. Law of agreement. Identify a limiting belief about money that you carry. Write it on a piece of paper. Burn it, declaring, I release this scarcity programming and embrace my truth of abundance. Day 5. Law of assumption. Live an entire day assuming you are prosperous. Make decisions as a prosperous person. Act as a prosperous person. Think as a prosperous person. Feel as a prosperous person. Day 6. Law of tithing with intention. Every time you spend money today, declare abundance. I celebrate having money for this. I am grateful for the abundance that sustains me. I decree that this money returns multiplied. Day 7. Law of the word. Monitor every word about money that leaves your mouth. When you notice a limiting word, stop and correct it. I cancel this programming and decree infinite abundance. These 7 laws have been tested for decades, applied by thousands of people, proven in times of crisis and times of prosperity. They work because they are universal laws, not human techniques. You who have come this far were chosen to know these secrets. You were called to awaken your true prosperous nature. You were selected to become a conscious channel of abundance. If this knowledge touched your soul, leave a comment sharing which law impacted you most. Like this video, so more people awaken to these truths. Subscribe to receive more revelations about spiritual prosperity. And remember, money is waiting for you to speak its language. The 7 laws are your master key. So it is, so it shall be. Infinite abundance flows to you now.